with the Super Eagles.
That was what they said against someone like a Mauricio Sarri of Chelsea.
Yeah, and
he
he
never
did
won anything, but he came to Chelsea and he won.
I'm going to be sincere with you. Thank God the NFF has one of the members has come out saying no, there's no truth in it. Even though we wait and see them to give us a proper communique where who is going to be the manager, whether it's going to be him or any other of the manager we've mentioned, Tom Senfield, Haverena, the rest of them, or maybe Shale, the guy who coached Mali. But for me, guys, when we try to celebrate this guy, I ask myself, what has he won? Absolutely nothing. What's the experience in
what
Africa?
Do we go for?
Absolutely nothing.
When you finish, you suggest, you give us a name.
Let him make his point.
I'm not against you hiring a manager.
Okay.
But if you're going to go for mediocrity, which is it is, why not hire a home-based coach? It's simple.
Anderson?
It's proper.
Mediocre?
He's not a grade A coach. He's not like a grade B coach. He's just a coach of the national team. He's in the same level of certain Samson Siasia, or maybe, if possible, Stephen Keshi. Keshi has even qualified Togo for the World Cup.
But
so let's see. Let's call.
One thing here is maybe with that skin changing that skin color.
Oh, so that is the preference. The truth remains, guys, is that apart from the fact he's going
that maybe the body will not ride on him.
Why if it was that good? Why didn't he get a job in Europe? Maybe in club football.
How many people are in Europe? How many nations are in
Europe?
Come on, man,
you can get it.
Every other team, every other coach.
Even like Lazarback has got jobs. As much as I terrible like about in 2010, and they did absolutely nothing. See,
it's still a rumor. So let's not kill ourselves over this thing.
When the report came out, and we are asking myself, is this really a successful appointment after the wastage of how many months? 4 months.
But are you expecting any? Okay, let's go with the Eguavon that has been given to us now.
All right, guys.
The same Eguavon that will say it's not right to go with.
In Senegal, they got a certain name. Give him time. He got them to the absolutely. We go to Tunisia, go to Egypt. You can't win overnight. And that's why I was like, oh wow, they threw this young man under the bus for the job. I thought it was gonna happen. And it happened, and all of a sudden, the guy failed to qualify us. But people forget that Pesaro did not record his first win in over 10 games. And nobody called for his head. So my take now is, if they are impatient with the local coaches and they can be patient with the foreign coaches, whoever will build and give us the Super Eagle of that is the person. How long can you keep building? This guy built for 3 years left, and then a certain person came built for that 2 years and left. Okay, let's just stop talking. Let's stop talking about our Super Eagles. The truth remains that if we want to get a foreign coach, give us the best. If the likes of South Africa can go for Hugo Bruce, go to other top clubs, have a Renard, go for the best. If Zambia can afford have a Renard, Zambia.
That was when dollar was still friendly, not now. However, now it's too expensive for the NFF to pay. So we need to cut our coat according to our clothes.
We are going abroad.
All right.
The best. If I cannot get the best,
then they should appoint the local coach and give him time.
That's my take.
All right.
No, whatever they give us with support, it's just that they are not patient with us.
The NFF is yet to officially confirm the appointment, but sources are close to the federation indicate that an appointment is imminent. Anderson will be tasked with guiding Nigeria through the upcoming 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifiers. At least no target has been given to him. Just guide the team. Alright guys, let's still stick with team Nigeria, but this time let's talk about the Falconet as we hear that they have now touched down at Bogota, where they will be competing in the Under-20 Women's World Cup. But it was a pageantry, it was a carnival, it was a festival as people, Nigerians are over there, had to come out in their numbers, courtesy of the NFF, to welcome them.
The embassy.
There was
the embassy in Colombia.
Of course, at the NFF. Is a note of this. They had to sew a shwebi. There was drums to welcome these ladies as they touched down at their country to definitely play at the World Cup. And that's talking about Colombia. Just so you know, the team had some lighter training this morning, being Monday, after a 13 hours flight from Istanbul, Turkey, down to Bogota in Colombia. Quickly, they are looking at the group to which Nigerians find themselves. They will be competing in a group D, where they will take on Germany, Venezuela, and Korea Republic. Let's quickly look at the groups, shall we? Group A, we have Colombia, the host nation. They will play Australia, Cameroon, and Mexico. While Group B will see France, Canada, Brazil, and Fiji slug it out. Group C has Spain, Spain, the USA, Paraguay, and Morocco. Group E as Japan, New Zealand, Ghana, and Austria, while the last group will see Korea, Democratic Republic, and Argentina. They will battle the likes of Costa Rica and the Netherlands. Good news, our Falconet is in town.
They've never won the competition. 2 finals, 2 silver medals, 1 semi-finals. A lot of people are a bit optimistic under Coach Musa. Christopher, the last time he was there, they were dumped out of the quarterfinal. Remember what happened? A certain Sebastian that left winger. But again, I don't know. In that communique, I just want to throw some jabs somewhere. Maybe you help me. Was there any list of players that traveled for the games?
Not yet.
Okay.
Perhaps maybe injury will set in and they will bring in some players and now have a comprehensive list.
I'll off my mic. But the truth remains, guys, is that Nigeria has never won this competition. Before they did fly out, the Minister of Sport Development Center, John Owaneno, had a meeting with them at the press center of the National Stadium in Abuja, urging them to go beyond their predecessors and do Nigeria proud. And there was more pageantry as well. And when they arrived, I love the way they were accepted. Now, they hope Hula Baloo is done and dusted. It's now time for business. They've got 2 weeks camping in Bogota before the tournament begins proper. I could have to go to NFF, I must say, for allowing these girls go touch down Colombia and have at least acclimatize with their weather, with their food for the next 2 weeks before the tournament begins proper. But again, it's a tough group. We're playing Germany, a team who has denied us twice the championship. But like I said, when it comes to men's football, we're always optimistic. Anything can happen. But again, this is a tournament that we have always failed to win. We can't say we have won anything. When I mean anything, I mean gold medal in this competition.
Well, if you ask Mr. J, he will tell you that the under-20 is still a breeding ground for players to be discovered and recruited into the Super Falcons. So winning the trophy or not is still not a failure. Yeah. Mr. J, am I right? And they laughed.
I think at this point, where they have been, they have had 2 near success syndrome there. So
Germany again.
But I wouldn't be afraid of Germany again, because if you look at the age, this particular team is different. If it's if it's a senior team, you understand, I will be afraid that exactly that fear factor will be there. But with this age grade, the Super Falconet, you know. We can meet Spain and then do the unthinkable. We can meet USA and do the unthinkable. But then the fact that those other nations, they put in better preparation, you can't just say it.
Just to scratch a bit of information, Nigeria has done well at the 17 level.
Yeah.
They are trying at the 20 level. What has gone wrong that we can't put in? What can it rub off on the Super Falcons in the world scene?
Should I tell you?
Please talk to me.
Okay. You know, Nigeria factor. Under 17. How many 17 years old under 17?
They are young players. Really they passed through the MRI test. They are young players.
And it has been confirmed, unlike before.
Exactly.
Okay, if that is confirmed, that is one question. Then how do we integrate them? How many the progression? How do we bring them together? I mean, is it that after this they will dump them and then so?
Mr. J, be optimistic. At least we saw Victor Osimhen. We saw the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho. We also saw the likes of Azizat Oshoala go through the ranks. Come on,
Francisca Ortega.
All of them must not all graduate into the Super Falcons. It's just a matter of time. Absolutely. But one thing that we can assure you is that the under-17 under the tutelage of Coach Bankole Olowokere has finally released his own list, having the likes of 35 players, including 5 goalkeepers, as they get set to prepare for the 8th FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup that will be going down in a Dominican Republic. According to what we have, I wish I can go all through this list, but
quite lengthy.
Time will fail me, but just so you know, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, New Zealand will all trade tackle with Nigeria in Group A, while Group B has the likes of Spain, USA, Korea Republic, and Colombia. Group C will see the likes of Kenya, England, Mexico, and Korea DPR, while Group D will see the likes of Japan, Poland, battle Brazil, and Zambia. All of them to win the trophy.
I think I'm more interested with Nigeria. I think they've got 3 or 4 players in that list. Anima Shahu, Aisha is there. Jumaya Adibai, who has been a solid rock in the the team during the qualifier. But
absolutely.
But the big shock, guys, there is no place for Favor. Edward, she was in that team during the qualifiers, qualified the team, but unfortunately, she can't even make it cut.
And I also have a question.
Okay, talk to me.
Why should I go to a tournament with 5 goalkeepers?
It's a training camp. They're still preparing for the tournament time. They will have to chop and change to 3.
But you should take at least 4, or you have the 3 you carry instead of, so that you have
what of injuries. What about form can drop? Goalkeepers can be very funny at times.
Absolutely, and I will still take you back to Chelsea because Chelsea happens to be the new norm. They have about 8 goalkeepers. So if Chelsea can have 8, why can't we have 5?
What has it achieved them?
The season just started. They started with a loss. Perhaps
they are number 1, considered 2.
Mr. Joe, off your mic. Let's stick with the under 17, shall we? All right, we hear that extraordinary poacher Amanichiri, who has set a jaw-dropping record of 13 goals in the qualifying series, atop the list of invitees, alongside our strike partner Peace Ethiang, with team captain Taiwo Afolabi. We have the likes of a goalkeeper Christiana Uzoma and defender Priska Unwachuku also prominent. Having these names on the list, for me, I am super confident. Guys, our time is fast spent, but this time let's come down and talk club football, as 2 of our 3 clubs, the Nigerian Premier Football League players will definitely actually won their games over the weekend. First, let's discuss Atland of Owerri. They were 1-0 better over their opponent.
Enugu Rangers, precisely.
Enugu Rangers, I beg your pardon. Yeah. Yes, coached by Coach Fidelis Ilechuku. Yes, they won their game over the weekend by a lone goal, courtesy of a certain that player now, Frank Umemuro, in the 22nd minute when he got that lone goal, and the team had to hold their own to win that game, even though the coach was disappointed that his team Atland of Owerri could not. Enugu Rangers could not score more goals. Guys, before you feast on these, let's quickly hear from the coach as he expressed dissatisfaction over his team's failure to score more goals.
I think we did very well in first half. Again, we planned very well, but threw away a lot of chances. When you play football and they don't score goal, we're going to be under pressure. We plan to win this game and win well this first game, so that the next game will be very, very easy for us. But the game did not go that way. I think next game is going to be tougher than this.
Next game will be tougher than this, and he ruled his missed opportunities.
I don't know why he's angry. This is an away fixture. Don't forget, the Gospel Stadium will host both the first and second leg after the stadium in Comoros was not approved by CAF. So getting 1-0 away victory is not a bad result, but again, he would have loved to kill them off in the first leg. But the good one, they're likely to have a chance to be playing in the next round of the CAF Champions League. A great victory for them. Like you said, not the most perfect of performance, but you just want to see your team win games, and that's what they've done. Win games, put in the right foot, and then get the right result. So for me, it's a win for Nigeria in Nigeria away from home. So when they come to play in Nigeria in their home, then they should be able to get the result. I'm not scared at one bit, but for a coach like Ilech, they always want more. He's always that coach who wants to wants more for his players and his team. His
team actually played with so much confidence, created chances, but the failure for them, his strikers, to bury those chances is the biggest undoing. I just hope that these chances will not come hunting in the second leg. But meanwhile, Remo Stars got 2 goals in either half to defeat Asfar Football Club of Morocco by 2 goals to 1. Goals by Unduka Jr. and Super Eagles defender Ismaila in both halves helped the team to win the game. Yes, they will be traveling in a few days' time to Morocco to go play Asfar in the second leg. But we know what this Morocco, the Northern African guys can actually do. They are the king of mind games, and they can play, do their antics, and of course you never can tell what will happen. But coach Daniel Ogumodede is optimistic that his team will do the job. Mr. J, do you think that Remo, Remo Stars, I mean the blue boys can get the job done in the return leg.
Most definitely.
2-1 they won the first leg.
Yeah, most definitely. If you can do that in the first leg, why will you not believe in yourself to get the job done in the second leg? I believe him 100%.
I think I'm gonna go from. Did you see that goal from Sadiq Ismail? That was.
It was a thumping header.
Yeah, it looked like it reminds me of the goal scored by Robin van Persie in the World Cup. That flying header for the Dutch. So beautiful finish for a right back. I don't know what I was doing there at that point in time, but the cross was top notch. The assist was beautiful, and of course the captain leading by example, Nduka Junior getting that goal. So
a goal and an assist.
Yeah, I must say something clearly. It's not Uhuru yet. You're playing against a Moroccan team. They would have loved to have scored 3 or 4 goals. Even that they said it, but he said his team are ready for the antics in Morocco. Let's hope they can get the result. But I think it's very slim. It's going to be very difficult for them to grind out something, grind out the full result that they take. I want to say I'm optimistic, but am I really optimistic? That's a big question I must ask. Because to be sincere with you guys, man, it'll be a difficult tie when they hit Morocco.
Absolutely. Defeat for Zelemanju, defeat for AS FAR of Morocco, but for El Academy Warriors that they had to play out a 1-1 draw for a team that just got promoted to the NPFL, who played much of last season in the second tier of the Nigerian League. For me, it was a good result.
There's a sense of promotion. That they are playing in the second tier doesn't mean they are not good side. So good a team now that they have gotten the they are playing in the top flight competition, and then they've been able to give it that hit. So it's a good one.
Actually, somewhere with that goal at the death, my issue is not that they drew. It's the fact that they had to come from behind and equalize at the death of that game. The coach Zubeiru, talking about the coach of the team, coming out to complain that the fact that there was strike, the issues that in Borno State didn't allow them to prepare enough for the game. That instead of him to use friendly games to pick loopholes, using an international professional game to pick loopholes in the team, which is not supposed to be so. So I quite understand him, and we know what's going on in Borno. We know how he couldn't get his team together to train. Just I think barely 2 weeks before this game, but man. They're in a tight place right now. They play away from home, first of all. They play at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne, and then they have to travel all the way to Cotonou to get that game done. It's going to be difficult, but
it's doable.
It's very doable. But let's hope and pray that the team that turned up when they won the Federation Cup against Abia Warriors is that same team that turned up. I watched them live. I think they can play good football. They can move the ball around. And if the Ajiji Samuel is in his best of form, then I think they've got a chance. So it's 0-0. Second leg start afresh, and let's see how far they can go. Don't forget, but the sad is that it's away goal rule count, so they must go away and score twice.
At least get a goal. Absolutely. They will start from there. But the only female representative team for the Nigerian side, Edo Queens. We hear that their opponent has finally been decided. They will battle Inter Abidjan in the semi-finals of the qualifiers. That is the CAF Women's Champions League Wafu B playoff. Recall that they had to go past the likes of Saska Ladies of Ghana and ES Grandale of that should be Burkina Faso.
I think I don't think it's Burkina Faso, but is it Senegal? I think so.
We'll definitely get that.
Exactly.
We get that.
But see, it's 3 wins in 3 for Nigeria, so I'm not scared. They scored a total of how many goals? They considered none. 9 goals. They've spanked
9 for none against.
Exactly 9 points as well. So for Musa Dugu and his girls, they play Inter Abidjan in the semi-finals. So what a game it's gonna be. Playing like you see. I know you say Inter Abidjan should not be a threat to Nigeria, but you're playing their home turf, in their front of their home fans.
Boake to be precise.
Exactly. So it's gonna be a very tough game, man.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
With what I'm seeing from the girls, I think they should be able to blow this team away. But I keep saying if anything can happen, the fans could just scream.
And then
the girls shouldn't be scared. Most of these girls are playing at the Under-20 World Cup, playing at the Foloro Shaw is there in that same team. You've got some other players who are playing at the cadet level for the national team. So I don't think they will be scared. I don't see that they don't feel like I said, but what we've seen so far in the first 2-3 games, the stadium has not been packed to the brim. So that's the only advantage. It is packed. We know how those guys can be watching the African Cup of Nations. But I think the girls will get the job done and get to the finals, and then get the ticket to the CAF Women's Champions League.
Absolutely. And guys, before we leave the local scene and of course go on our first official commercial break on the show quickly now in 1 minute, let's see if we can do this for the UFC. Adesanya Israel could not go past the curse Duplessis despite the exchange of words where he was insulted by this by DDP for short. Yes, he was actually insulted, more like the usual exchange of words and throw of banters and jibes. But it was in the 5th round that Duplessis had to pin him, and he had to tap out.
Guys, this is my take. I still don't want to. Don't want to believe that fight was official. Was it match
so
fixed?
Many persons that believe that it was match fixed, because looking at how Adesanya had to collapse in the 5th round.
It's not even a collapse, it's the sequence. You know, I've watched UFC Big Match for a very long time, and I'm one who watches sequences. The same way he was taken down, the way he moved, I was taken down. Don't forget, he had that same hold on him in the 2nd round.
Exactly.
That same hold on him, and he managed to come up. I think there was an agreement, have a gentleman agreement that, come on, let's give ourselves a good fight, and then you be the first man to submit me in the final round.
Then we'll now go for the rematch.
See,
it becomes more.
You don't even need the rematch. After all, this has not fought in a very long time. All it needs is the money, maybe a higher pay from the money they make, because the boss around at this round returning back, and of course, him fighting for the championship was huge. You would have seen someone coming back from a long time out to start to fight his way up, isn't it? But he went straight to the title fight. So I think, for me, the sequence doesn't add up. Maybe I'm overthinking it as a mixed martial enthusiast, but come on, man! If it was on the book states that Atilla was leading that fight up onto the
5th round, that choke hold, so, and he had to submit.
I still can't fancy. I can't. Maybe you can phantom it. I can't.
Mr. J,
I'm trying to play
before you try to phantom it just the way the Sport Bishop is trying to help you too, I recall that even when what's his name now, Anthony Joshua, in the boxing fight when he fought Duriz in that fight, recall that it was Duriz who won the first bout, surprisingly, and there was a buzz, there was a fuss around that defeat, Ruiz, yeah. And in the 2nd round, Ruiz had to go down for a certain Anthony Joshua to win that game, and that puts a stopper to that debate whether it was good or not. Guys, I know you want to have your say on this, but come on, when we return from this break, you will definitely have your say. Let's go on this break. Don't touch the dice. Spot Lounge makes a return. Welcome back to the second half of your friendly, funny, electrifying, entertaining spot show, Spot Lounge, that comes always every Mondays to Fridays on Voice of the People, 96.1 FM, Abuja at 5 p.m. Franklin Imona is still here reporting live on duty. And of course, the team members are here as well. And in the last 39 minutes, we have been giving you the best of sport. Do well to connect with us on all our social media handles.
On Voice of the People, 96.1 FM. On Twitter, Instagram, on Facebook. Come on. We're everywhere just for you. And also, you can also listen. Most important, listen to us anywhere in the world. Just get your Radio Garden app from the Apple or iOS store, and voila, just get Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja, and we'll be in your speaker. You can also watch us live as we speak, and any other time we hit live, come on, simple, is Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja, on our YouTube page as well. Come on. Be feel free as well to have your say, come on, which is important because the phone lines are up and running already. Interrupt the show is very simple, guys, on 0808-312-8618. 0808-312-8618. Send us a WhatsApp message, WhatsApp voice note, WhatsApp call, SMS, or call us on this number, or you can try the other line, which is
0700 010 961 961. 0700 010 961 961. All right, guys, let's move straight up to the foreign scene. In his 100th appearance for Manchester City, he has now scored 91 goals, the most efficient, the most prolific striker in that numbers of games, 100 games in the history of the EPL, as Manchester City has showed why they are en route to returning the EPL title as they demolished Chelsea by 2 goals to nil. Other results of Manchester United on a Friday, early kickoff defeating Fulham by 1 goal to nil, courtesy of Joshua Zirkzee's 87th minute strike, though he came in as a substitute, but then they were winnings for the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, Brentford, as well as Brighton and Hove Albion, as Brighton now tops the EPL. Guys, the EPL is back. So far, 3 red cards we are given. About 4 to 5 penalties, if I'm not mistaken. We are also awarded, but there was no controversy in week 1.
The only controversy is that the oldest man ever to be sent off, I'm talking about no other than Ashley Young at the age of 39 years. Come on. And 39 days, Ashley Young sent off in that game.
Everton were shambolic in that game.
Absolutely abysmal.
At the Goddison Park.
I don't want to be Sean Dyche at the moment. You know, they've survived relegation by the skin of their teeth in the past 3 seasons, and again they were blown away by a Brighton team that had a certain Simon Adingra that danced upon our heads early January this year in Abidjan. 3 days it was Danny Welbeck also scoring, making him the first player to score in 15 consecutive Premier League. In the millennium in 2000, the guy always register his name on the score sheet every season, no matter how injury prone he is. And
still talking about Brighton, Sport Bishop, sorry to wade in. This man, James Milner, becomes the oldest player in the history of the Premiership to feature in 15 EPL season on the bounce at the age of 39, shattering Ryan Giggs' record.
Also, he's the oldest player to work under a younger manager. He's 7 years older than his manager. That's
a lot of records shattered.
I'll be moved to even Liverpool right now. Salah becomes the first player to score in 9 match, the highest number in the history.
9 goals.
Exactly. 300 contribution in 350 games for Liverpool as well. Talking about Mohamed Salah. And the boy is able. A goal and assist in the last game. Salah unplayable. Come on. And then you can ask yourself, where did it come from? For Arsenal's players, Bukayo Saka, his reign continues. Come on. No player has scored more goals in the, or assists combined in the calendar year than Bukayo Saka. Come on. He got a goal and assist in that game. And
Chelsea are the only team that have their players sold, that their sold players scored in the opening match. Salah scored.
Mr. J, why are you like this?
Havertz scored. Matthew Kovacic
scored against them,
and they that sold these players out could not register a goal.
Mr. J, Yeah. I thought
that's my name.
You are. I thought you and Chelsea, you are all London brothers. Why are you like this?
No. We are really now statistics, right?
We also saw another defeat for a London club, West Ham, as they were defeated by 2-1, courtesy of Unai Emery's team, defeating West Ham by 2-1. The only draw over the weekend was between Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. Exactly. Despite Bournemouth opening the goal scoring early in the first half and later equalizer by Nottingham Forest brought the game to a 1-1 draw. But later tonight, the last game for week 1 in the EPL continues, where Tottenham Hotspur will travel to the King Power Stadium to take on Leicester City. No, to take on Wilfred Ndidi.
Leicester City. Anyway, to add more salt to that injury, Leicester City just finalized the signing of Oliver Skip for over £20 million. The deal had to confirm
from Tottenham.
Exactly. Hopefully it's not
he's eligible to play.
He can't be able to play tonight, but if the Leicester wins, it will be 2-0 over Tottenham Hotspur in less than 24 hours.
Oh, wow. 0808-312-8618 0808-312-8618 or 0700-010-961-961 0700-010-961-961. Keep your calls, keep your message, keep your comments coming on those numbers. Also on YouTube, you can as well watch us and drop your comment right there, and we will definitely give attention to your voice. Guys, Bayern Leverkusen started from where they ended last season, coming from behind despite a player down to record a win. Let's take this call. Hello, good evening and welcome to the show.
Fine boy.
That is my name.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. The guys also say they are good.
Yeah, it's my guy now, Gano. So how you doing now?
I'm doing good, my brother. I'm pumped up like you are. Trust me.
Thank you. Nice to hear from you guys this lovely evening. Today is rain today. Oh,
that is it.
Almighty Allah continue to bless us, my brother.
Amen.
Yeah, it's Mohammed Abdullahi from Yarki inside Old Trafford.
Okay, talk to me.
Yeah, I think let me comment on the weekend match that has started. And I know that my own that started on Friday.
Exactly.
Yeah, the opener. Even though that I got the 3 points so very late.
But do you know that Manchester United could not top the EPL table for 24 hours?
For 24 hours. Yeah,
they did not belong there.
It's not up to 24 hours. Alright, let's hear you.
They didn't belong.
It's okay, Mr. Zia. Be nice.
My brother, well, thank God I told now, my brother. We just arrange the 3 points put on for pocket now. But I have an advice for Eric Tehar and Ruth Van Nistelrooy this season. And when you want to score more goals, and she just dropped Marco Rashford in the bench, my brother. At least like go to 3-4 matches so that you can see at least last 10 minutes to play or 8 minutes. Because I don't know the reason why that it's not doing well. Yeah, especially this fall season started from last season.
Mohammed.
And he did it in community shield.
Okay.
And now our match against Fulham, give it full 90 minutes. You know, because of that assist that we give it to Garnacho, Garnacho, wasted the just try to even Palistre, my brother.
Mohammed Abubakar, please.
Huh?
You see, the transfer window is still open. Just do mistake and give Rashford to one of your rivals and see whether Rashford should be playing or he should not be playing.
My brother, but I don't think that guy wants to change my guy. Since last season, even look at our communication 1-on-1, 2 times, and he wasted it, my brother.
It hurts him more than us, or more than you, I guess. But
my brother, for me, as a Man U fan, and I don't want that guy to be starting matches. I don't want.
Okay.
And look at even Tehar, he will start against the month at that moment. So I think for me, if I were advising, you should just play these 2 young men together, Ahmad and Garnacho, so that you can put our lovely striker Zazit in the attack, and Bruno should just play in position. Supporting striker. You should not put Bruno Fernandes in the attack hero anymore. my brother. And now that we have a good finisher.
Okay.
So I'm so happy. I'm so happy for the 3 points and the 1 goal, my guys. May God bless you all.
All right.
Bless you too, my brother.
Thank you, Muhammad from Garike inside Old Trafford, and that leave the phone line open. Guys, please, when you call, try to wrap up your thought in just 60 seconds so we can accommodate other calls. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening, guys.
A very good evening to you.
Your name and where you are calling from, please.
My name is Paul. I'm calling from Masaka.
Paul from Masaka. How's
Mr.
Masaka
Paul.
this evening?
Masaka has been raining. It has been wet all day.
Absolutely. Talk to us. Talk to us. Talk to us.
I'm a Chelsea fan, but
Congratulations, a Chelsea fan. We love you for want them to find out with your club.
Brother, I'm not. See, the issue is, it's like people are signing players, and like your colleague said, most of the players we sold scored goals. Look at this guy when he was in Chelsea. What is his name? What do they call it? The guy that scored the
Mateo Kovacic.
Kovacic. How many goals did this score for Chelsea? I mean, people are keeping their players to groom. I mean, to bring them together and play well. We are selling players and we are buying Yahoo boys.
Mr. Paul,
you are saying this about your club.
Mr. Paul, Mr. Paul.
Yes.
During the game yesterday, we saw your honor, Mr. Todd Bolly, left the stadium yesterday. Perhaps he's going to sign in more players.
Yes, he left the players. He left the stadium. We need what Chelsea needed. We are not supposed to sack our coach. That is one. The former Tottenham.
You understand football, my brother.
That guy is very good. What we needed
patience.
Out striker. Somebody like Oseni. If you want somebody that look at what they call Haaland. Haaland scored another goal, 90-something goals.
91.
This is what we're talking about. The former owner of Chelsea, Ibrahimovic, the guy knows business, he knows football. But this guy, this man, I don't know if I leave Chelsea, where will I go?
All right.
Please, the Chelsea should go and sign Oseni. We need the striker.
Okay.
Nobody Yahoo.
All right, thank you. Please, we beg of you. 60-second, guys. Our time is far gone, and we have some other stories to touch. More calls on the show. Good evening, and welcome to the show.
Please, you know the golden rule. Please turn up your volume of your radio set or turn it off totally.
I have done that already.
Absolutely.
God bless your heart.
What's the name and where you calling from?
My name is Ima the Murillo guy. First time caller.
Oh, the Murillo.
First time caller!
Yeah,
And that's a bell of blessings for you.
Thank you.
Talk to us, Ima the Murillo guy.
Yeah, this is Murillo guy.
I thought you follow Murillo to Fenerbahce. Ima, can you hear us?
Oh, wow. Anna Emmanuel was excited and that call drop. All right. That leaves the phone line open for more calls. I keep those calls coming on 080-008-312-86182. Guys, quickly, there was win for Bayern Leverkusen. There was also win for Barcelona. There was win for Dortmund. There was wins defeat for Napoli. Disappointing.
And there was draw for Real Madrid.
And Inter Milan and AC Milan. But anyway, for me, I want to start with the Napoli game because the Napoli coach talking about Antonio Conte was coming out to apologize for the abysmal performance of that team. It was really sad against Hellas Verona. The 3-0 Trobe. It was really sad. But let's take this call.
Mr. J, all right. What are your thoughts? Let's take this call. Hello.
Hello, Uncle Fimebo.
A very good evening to you, guy.
Uncle Fimebo.
Ujibaka. Let's hear you.
Uncle Fimebo.
That is my name.
Mr. J, good evening, sir.
I greet you, Ushebaka.
Man, they for up.
Yes, so now pop with it now.
It's not up now. Let me say it about Baka.
We don't talk now. Back and win. Lewandowski scored
Back and
two.
win now.
Scatter the whole place.
You talk calm.
We are going to back and now.
Sorry.
I am sorry.
Now you can't hold us.
Now they top of table. Now top Madrid for 1 week.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
You don't hear it one yet now.
You
You see, I'm.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How was it, sir?
Fantastic.
Well, my team did me have joy last night. And my daughter made a try because this season, we don't want to say we don't carry anything. We don't want to be like Arsenal.
Okay.
Now there you go.
I'm not mentioning the team. I don't mention the team. I don't mention the team.
No wahala. We'll meet at the other end.
Good night, sir.
All right, guys, I wish we can go on and on, but sadly our time is far gone. Quickly, let's take this message. This one says, good evening, guys. This is Franklin from Area 1. NFF is about to do it again. If they can go outside the shores of for an average coach, that will definitely be more expensive than a local coach. Why not give our own the same opportunity? For me, I don't have confidence in this government, and it will be a miracle for us to qualify for the World Cup. Congratulations to all the winners in the game week 1 of the EPL. Chelsea continued from where they stopped, but a lot of positives from the new signing Neto. Palmer was used wrongly, and Kovacic, who was sold to bring in Caicedo and Enzo, sent the two pairs to the gym with that stunner. Congratulations to Barcelona and Madrid. We are ended over Ashoka. Nice show, guys. Look out for us now. We will be there. Bitter cola don't need introduction. Frank from Area 1. And finally, before we jet out, guys, we hear that Thierry Henry has left his role as a coach of the French under 21 team after these heroics at the Olympics.
Let him find a better club. I think he has proven his mettle. Finalist at the Olympics, silver medalist. Maybe a big club will come right now. Maybe. Like I keep saying, I don't know how the Lampards will get jobs. The Gerrard will easily get jobs. Why the Thierry Henrys? Again, they will tell us there's nothing like racism. Racism. So for me, I hope he gets the job. What he needs. He's a far better player than these players have called.
Absolutely.
But
and a better manager now. Because he has done better.
So far.
He's still waiting to get it. Werudi has got a job already again.
And he lost over the weekend 4-0. Alright, guys, this is the size of the show. If you do love what we did, come on and join us at the same time tomorrow, 5 p.m. The show makes a return. Mr. J, always a pleasure having you talk sport.
Nice. Thank you.
Sport Bishop, you know that is our thing.
This is our thing. We do it all day long, every day of the week, and twice on Sunday.
Alright, on behalf of Mr. J, the Sport Bishop, and I, we want to say we are done and we are gone.